What's up, people? We're going to take a long look at Jaron Ennis. Shout out to my man Mill over at YSM Sports. And I mean, been bringing the noise in boxing for some time now, man. Appreciate you, man. I love watching your videos. But let's get into it, man. I took this fight. I looked at this fight with Sergey versus Boots because Sergey actually went 6 rounds with him. Most people don't make it that far, so it gave me an opportunity to get a good amount of film study and look at a lot of the things that he was able to do to make Lipinets look pedestrian, which he's not. That's what's crazy. Everybody says, well, Boots hasn't fought anybody. I mean, Sergey can give somebody some trouble. The guys that are supposed to give him trouble, he knocks them out, man. So like Delorme, he knocks him out with no problem whatsoever. So it's just, what are you gonna do? Like, I don't see it happening no time soon. I don't see a challenge on the radar, because the guys that I would say, as I said before, would challenge him, Errol Spence or Crawford, he can do what they can do, but do it better. That's just real. You know, nobody can argue that. And I'm gonna keep proving what I say with the film, because that's what I do. So without further ado, let's take a look. In this first round, you see Boots he's fighting from distance. And those foot feints, because he steps into his jab, those foot feints are gonna freeze anybody. So like, trying to fight Boots at a distance is like playing high-speed chess, and you against Bobby Fischer. You're not gonna win that. So the thing that you would have to tell your fighter to do in order to have any type of success is the one thing that no fighter wants to do, which is go inside. Because from the outside, Boots can just pick you apart. But this is why I like him, because he knows that he can just beat you with his athleticism, but that's boring to him. He's evil. He wants to hurt you. He could win easily from this range all day and knows he can, but still wants to go inside and still chooses to walk guys down. And that's what makes him special, is the fact that boxing is not just something to do for a paycheck for him. He loves all of it. He wants every part of his game to be polished. He's always in the gym. Like I said, I throw parties. I promote parties in Philly. I used to anyway. But I'm known in the club scene. I'm known everywhere. And I never see Boots anywhere other than the gym, for real. Very soft-spoken when it comes to the respectful, chill. Never seen him do no nut shit, nothing like that, man. Really. But is evil. You know what I mean? Evil. You would never think it, because he helped the kids out. He helped people train, all that. Even when he's not training, he training other people, you know. But look at how much you got to process to deal with him. You know, Sergey has to cut the ring off because Boots is moving. He's circling, right? So he cuts the ring off. So you got to think about doing that. Now he foot feints you a couple times, and that freezes you, and that just froze Sergey long enough for Boots to switch to southpaw, which freezes him even further. Because when he takes this switch right here, boom, that makes Sergey say, okay, now I have to switch my offensive pattern that I'm coming in with, because he's giving me a different look. Just long enough for him to get right back into conventional and shoot a quick right hand right here, right, boom. So like, that's a lot of process. So he can buy as much time from distance as he wants to, and there's not really much you can do about it if you're a fighter in there that's trying to figure that out. So as I said before, the thing that you would have to do is get inside, which is the thing that you don't want to do, because when you get in there, you know you're going to take damage, and you know he's bringing it better than you are. You can stand right in front of him, he can stand right in front of you. You can't hit him, but he can hit you. And there you go. Here's it. And then his transitions from defense to offense, it's all reflex. Like, he doesn't have to think about what's coming. He knows what you're doing, and he kind of feels you out, and he's able to punch in between your punches just like that. Because of that, he knows from what angle he's standing at what your launch trajectory is going to be, and he just beats you to the punch. That's swimming without getting wet at its finest. A lot of people say it, but it's hard to understand what people mean when they talk about that, and that's what they mean when they say that. His power is something different. And I know this looks like just like, you know, we just glorifying Boots' piece, but until I find something on him that you can say, hey, this is a knock in his game, I'm gonna give him his flowers while he's here, because that's what it is, man. I respect him. He comes from a boxing lineage. You know, Bosey's a legend in Philly, and his brothers as well. And like I said before, you stand right in front of him, you can't touch him. He's still hitting you, you can't hit him. So what is it that you would say that a guy can do against a guy like that. And then when it comes to defense, when I say you in order to have a good defense, you have to have a good chin. While he's going left there, he's in southpaw. While he's going right, he's in conventional. But when I was talking about his chin, I'm saying, like, Sergey's going to land some punches in this fight that would make anybody else say, ooh, right? He landed a couple of those where you thought maybe that could have hurt a regular person. But Boots actually has a chin. And you can't depend on even doing everything right, because he did everything right here. He got him cornered, and he still hits nothing, man. Still hits nothing. And I know that was hard to deal with for anybody, you know. And then you're just walking into powerful body shots from a guy who has the frame of a light heavyweight but's able to make 147, but he's not a weight bully. He's actually a better athlete than most of those guys. There's a punch right there that people thought was a good one. Boots' reflexes, he saw that the last second. His reflexes allow him to roll right off of that a little bit, so he didn't really catch it as flush as it looked. A lot of people thought that he got caught flush, but he didn't. And Sergey thought that too. That's why he tried to swarm. But look at what Boots does when you try that. You're not going to hit anything else, number one. He turns that defense on, and he starts banging at your body. So it's not really much you can do there. Here's another one. He's looking at these punches coming in. He's just rolling. He's rolling, shoulder rolling right off of him. And he's taking all of your oomph away from you. When you tell a guy, hey, jab with him, which is a good idea to jab with a guy who's faster than you, right? He's going to do it, but look how quick Boots gets to this pull counter. He doesn't even wait. Like, usually it takes a round or two for a guy to get your timing, and then he can start setting those up. Nope. Immediately goes right into that because he has masterful defense. Although he gets caught in this exchange, Boots does, only because he's trying to kill Sergey. But look at everything that he's doing to smother and frustrate Sergey's offense. Here, he thinks that Sergey, he's trying to catch this shot, and because he thought he caught it, he gets caught clean on the chin. And I only show this punch to show how strong his chin really is. Because look at that. He walks right through that shot, right through it. And now he just turns his offense back on and starts to annihilate Sergey even further. So, like, even when you hit him, it's like, remember Friday, he said, what you gonna do with that besides make me mad? That's real rap, man. That's what it is. Whenever you hit him, you just piss him off, and he just hurts you worse. So it's like you either get beat easy from a distance, or you get destroyed and dismantled. And you got to ask yourself, like, which is more advantageous to your career? Getting knocked out with one punch, or being tough enough like Sergey to stay in there for 6 rounds and take all this? Because I think he broke his jaw in this fight. It looked like it, because his jaw was pretty swole. Whereas got other guys like, you know, Delorme, they're out of there in one punch. You know what I mean? So he really just took a nap. You know what I mean? Sergey took some damage, and that body hurts, man. So what I say about Boots is this: he won't be challenged. He won't be challenged until he gets to the top of the game, and even then, you got a puncher's chance at best to deal with him, and that's if you can get through that chin, because he actually has an iron beard, man. So you know, with the way he's in the gym, the fact that he's a gym rat, the fact that he's a student of the game, super athletic, has the skills and has the work ethic. I just don't see many fighters that can get to this level and deal with him. And I understand why guys like Thurman and Crawford and those guys don't want to see Boots right now. Look at these old school tricks, man. This is high boxing IQ. You tell your southpaw, hey, get your foot on the outside of the conventional fighter's foot. You get that leverage, right? Sergey says, all right, I'm going to do it back, right? And he does. He's going to get his foot outside Boots' foot there. Boom, does it. Beautiful, right? Wrong. Boots is going to punch right through the leverage and knock him right back into position. And that's what I'm saying. Is like, when you're watching film, and I know I'm one of the best at film, period. I don't need to brag, but this is what I do. When it comes to breaking guys down, if you watch Boots' film and you're another fighter in 147 and you say, hey, I'll fight him, you got to be out your damn mind, man. So like I said, I understand why guys avoid Boots at this stage in the game, because it's just the reward for taking this type of ass whooping. You're not gonna make that type of money to take this type of ass whooping. You know what I mean? You gotta think about your family. You know what I mean? That's real. That's real, because he's coming to damage you, and he can damage you, and that's and it's not much you can do about it. Like, even when he's standing right in front of you, as I said before, you can't really touch him. Understands the infighting game. He knows how to switch. He knows how to use his weight and his leverage to get you off balance. like he does there, and then understands where from the angle you're on. He knows what your punch selection is gonna be. So he'll do things like that. Look at that. He went Super Saiyan Goku on him and then just knocks him out. So as I said, like truly a pleasure to watch. And I don't say that because I know them. I say it because I really respect the way he approaches this sport, man. And he treats boxing like a martial art, not like a business, and I love that. He loves what he does and he's best at it. I don't see anybody in the game that's better. I think Boots will be pound for pound best very soon.
Don't start tripping and shit, call me a racist, because I don't mean nigga in a disrespectful way. I mean it as a general term for ignorant motherfucker. Anybody of any race could be an ignorant motherfucker.